We explained in more than one way how the Day of Judgment is a kindness from Hashem. There is an amazing question that the author from Slobodka asks. If we analyze two major events in Abraham's life, we find something seemingly counterintuitive. We know by tradition that his first major act of ultimate sacrifice was throwing himself in Nimrod's furnace for the belief in one God and the denunciation of idol worship. Another great expression of self-sacrifice was his act of hospitality to wayfarers on an extremely hot day after undergoing surgery of circumcision at a very old age. Now, nobody can argue that this was a milestone in his career. Strange is the exposure this event received. It takes up many psukim, many verses in the Torah, whereas the event of throwing himself in the burning furnace is actually only alluded to in the Torah only by a word, Ur Kasdim, the fire of Kasdim, which on a pshat level is really the name of a place. How can that be? The author explains that on that extremely hot day, Avram Avinu threw himself into a furnace as well. However, it was not only to demonstrate his belief in God, but more importantly, that God is kindly. It is possible that people who witnessed the first event concluded that perhaps Avram Avinu was afraid of retribution, so he jumped into the fire rather than succumb to idolatry. They would not walk away necessarily with the principle that Hashem is good, loving, and kindly. But when he entertained his guests, providing them with a lavish banquet, not threatened to bow down to an idol, but resting after major surgery, this demonstrated the ultimate kindness and love Hashem has for mankind. To Hashem, this sacrifice was worthy of greater notoriety. Those of us who take the Torah seriously, or even those that are willing to learn, can understand that by exposing the second event more than the first, even where he was not expected to sacrifice his life, Hashem's intention was to reveal that kindliness is paramount to his worldview, even more than the necessity of sacrificing for the emunah. At this time of year, when we are preparing for the Day of Judgment, we have to keep this in mind in order to appreciate this golden opportunity to better ourselves.